Hey guys, welcome to Finish Awesome Friday. This is the new end of the week video content that I will be putting out each week, just going through certain subjects that I believe are important, topics that you may raise with me, or questions you may ask, and just an opportunity for me to put out my information and my opinion on different parts of the industry. Okay, so each week will be different. Some could be training related, some could be nutrition related, it may just be life related as well. I don't claim to be any type of guru or life coach or anything else like that, but I believe that I have a sort of a good way of organising and sort of setting up all the factors of my life, and sort of hope to share those, and you know, if it's useful information for you, then hopefully you'll like and share and put that information out for the rest of Facebook and the world to see. Today I just want to do a quick one, just regards to a very important tool. One of my colleagues, Tom, put something out earlier in the week as well, which I thought was great. It was literally the same day that I came up with the concept anyway, but just explaining why the scale is arguably the most important tool you have to use in your goal to reach the body composition that you want to reach. Okay, the simple factor of it is in my opinion, it's the most accessible and sort of the best sort of product we can use to determine whether we are being successful in our programs. Okay, whether your goal is to lose weight, whether your goal is to maintain weight, or whether your goal is to gain weight. Okay, there are people out there that want to try and get bigger and stronger. Okay, the scale is the best tool you can use to get that goal done. Okay, and I'll explain why now. Three main issues, or three main points of the scale, why I think it is the best. Okay, number one, probably one of the most important factors is it's cheap. Okay, unlike calipers or the biogenic tubes that you can go into now, or war weighing, or whatever system you want to say is the most accurate. Okay, the scales are by far the cheapest. Okay, 9 times out of 10, someone has one in their home. Okay, so you don't have to spend any money on it. And if you don't, you can go to the shop and buy one today, probably for £5–10. I've not bought a scale in quite a while. If you know, you don't have to go too fancy with them. You can just get a simple scale that reads your weight, and that will do you. Okay, that's all you actually need. Okay, so they're super cheap, and that is obviously great for everyone, because we don't want to be spending any more money, especially, you know, after you spend money on you know, clothes and training gear and gym memberships and personal training. Okay, the last thing you need to do is then spend loads of money on calipers and then, you know, potentially not actually know how to use them. Okay, or on anything else. Okay, easy to use. Okay, so unlike the calipers, you know, are a great tool. Probably one of the most accurate ways of getting, you know, sort of knowing where body fat is in the area and locating areas where you hold or store more body fat. That's great, but you know, at the end of the day, who really cares? If you're not a figure athlete or someone that's going for, you know, bodybuilding shows or bikini shows, you're not really going to need to get that accurate with where the body fat is and why that is and everything else. Okay, the main thing with the weighing scale is you step on it, and if you're heavier or lighter than you were through the weeks, okay, you know that you're gaining or losing weight. It's very simple to use. Anyone can use it. It needs no education. Okay, so massive one there. Okay. Number three, arguably the most important one, because this is where I stand a lot in training and what I try to teach people, or at least try to explain as much as I can. It makes you accountable. Okay, the most important factor in training and anything you do is that you are accountable for your actions. Okay, if you gain weight, okay, if you weigh yourself 1 week and come in the next week and you weigh a little bit more, that's your fault. Okay, no one else's. You can't blame your personal trainer, you can't blame your cat, you can't blame anything else except for yourself. Okay, you're the one that picks the fork up and puts the food into your mouth. You're the one that grabs that bottle of wine on a Friday night and has a couple of glasses of wine. You're the one who doesn't actually track their calories or doesn't look at what they're doing. Okay, you're the one that's not pushing yourself maybe hard enough in the gym. Okay, it's always going to be you. Okay, and your coach is there to give you advice, he's there to give you programming, he's there to give you nutritional advice. He can put as much information to you as he can. Okay, but at the end of the day, you have to do it. And if you're not doing it, okay, guess what's going to happen? You're not going to see the results you want to have. Okay, so using the scales is a simple way of making you accountable. You can see where the problems lie, and if you're not getting the results you want, you can stand back and say, right, why am I not getting these results? Use your coach, use people like me, ask questions, see what's happening. 9 times out of 10, again, I love saying 9 times out of 10, I say that quite a lot. 9 times out of 10, if you actually, sit back and think about it, it's normally going to be something that's not quite right in the training or the nutrition that you just need to tweak, and that will get you the results you want, okay? So that is a massive factor in it, okay? But because they're so easy to use and because they're so cheap, it's right there in front of you. You step on the scale, gives you that weight, okay? Now, the main issue, a lot of people go, weight's not important, blah, 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 it's body fat, blah, blah. Well, at the end of the day, if you're losing weight, what do you think it's going to be? 9 times out of 10, again, I've said it there, most of the time you are going to be overweight. If you're overweight, it's going to be because you're holding a lot more body fat than you are muscle tissue and everything else, okay? So think about it. If you lose 5 kilos in a month, okay, what do you think the majority of that weight's going to be? Okay, you will lose some muscle mass, of course. There will be some water retention, obviously, that will go as well. Okay, so water and muscle may leave the system, but if you're doing it right, if you're lifting weights, if you're eating correctly, you're going to retain as much muscle mass as you can in that time, and the majority of that actual weight loss is going to be body fat, okay? Same as when you're gaining, okay? If you're eating correctly and you're training hard, okay? When you gain weight, obviously you will gain a little bit of body fat. There will be a bit of water that you will gain as well, but you can, safely assume that most of that will be lean mass, okay? Be muscle. So it doesn't lie that much. Weight is actually quite a great indicator of seeing how successful you are in what you do. Obviously, you use things like measuring tapes and mirrors and stuff like that if you want to get a bit more, finesse into it. But weight is so simple. You step on the scale. Oh look, I'm a kilo lighter. Okay, I've lost a kilo of weight. I can only assume that maybe 50%, even 40% of that was body fat. Maybe another 20% was water, and then maybe a little bit of muscle loss gone from there. So I'm happy. I can keep going with that route. As long as my strength isn't going down too rapidly, and as long as I'm not losing weight too rapidly, then that is a good sign that you are losing body fat, okay? So, how do you use the weighing scales? Okay, it's nice and simple. Okay, if you download MyFitnessPal or other sort of calorie counting programs out there, it should give you an opportunity to write down your weights, okay? So you're looking to write down sort of weights, and it will give you a graph. Okay, that's what we're looking for, okay? So it's normally a line graph, okay? I use MyFitnessPal, for example, and that gives me a graph I can use over time, okay? So the reason that they're so great, obviously, then it gives you this graph from here. Let's just put down some weights at 200, 170, and 150, just to go from there. And then obviously the weighing that you do. So obviously I recommend 2 to 3 times a week. So let's just say it's 3 times a week, okay? You weigh yourself from there, okay? Then that's 1 week, and then we've got the second week there, and then the third week, etc. Okay, so going on and on and on. Okay, so what you should then do once you start writing in your weights, okay, so say starting up here, okay, that's the first weight that goes in, and then you do your second weight, and then you do your third weight from there, okay? So you'll start off the week, maybe you've gone from there, and you started off at, say, 190 pounds, okay? 190 pounds. Next time you weighed yourself, you were down to 189 pounds, maybe, just a pound less. And then by the end of the week, you were down to 187, okay? So that week you got a £3 loss, okay? So it's not going to be exact, you're not going to lose exactly £2 each week. You're not going to, go from there. Sometimes it'll be a bit less, sometimes a bit more. But that is generally what you're looking for, okay? Each time, if you're looking to lose weight, then obviously each day you weigh yourself, you're looking to lose weight. But it can fluctuate, okay? So don't get too beat up about it, okay? Then the next week you come in, and then you come back into the scales. You come back and actually you started off at 190 again, but actually through the week and this week you came down the second day, that was after a weekend of fun. Second day you come back in and weigh yourself, and you've actually gone back down to 187, and then the third day you come back in and it's 185, okay? And then you see there, slowly but surely, as you go through the graph, okay, it will go up and down, but the general consensus is it will come down, okay? Now what you're looking at is the average overall, okay? As I say, each week you'll have spikes, you'll have dips sometimes, but the general consensus is the average of each week is generally what you're looking at. So if this one, say, was 189, okay, the next week was 187, okay, so on and so forth. Those will be the markers you're looking at, okay? If you're dropping weight 1 to 2 pounds each week on average, as I say, that is going to be good weight, okay? And that's what you want to put forward from there, okay? People can argue it, people can talk about other things and say, oh, this is more accurate, this is better. Couldn't be more accurate than that, okay? And as I say, that accountability comes in quite a lot there, because obviously if you see that weight coming back up or going back down, it's going to be something that you're doing wrong within your diet, within the training, within what you're doing on day-to-day lives, and you have to then look at it and be honest and actually make those changes. Okay, so as you can see, it's fairly easy to plot, it's fairly easy to sort of look at. You don't have to do much work at all. Okay, you just have to put your weight into the sort of your phone or into your computer, and you have to you know, as I say, if you track food, which I will explain in future videos why that's massively important, then you can see straight in front of you exactly what you're doing. Okay, and that then puts the emphasis on you to make those changes and go from there. Obviously, we're here as coaches to help you out, give you advice, and to help you find those flaws as well. Okay, but at the end of the day, you have to make that decision, and you have to say, well, you know, the results aren't getting, you know, what I'm getting. I'm doing something wrong. Let's look at it. Let's not beat ourselves up about it. Let's just get it done and get it sorted out. Okay, so that is it. So that is simple, effective way of making sure that you're getting the results that you want. As I say, it's super cheap. You should already have a weighing scale. If you don't, get one. Okay, don't listen to people that say don't listen to the scales, you know, just go by how you feel and all the rest of it. You know, it's not going to really make that much of a difference. Obviously, yes, you know, if you diet and everything else and you go through there and you're feeling great, that's fantastic, but how do you know really what is happening and how you're in control of it? Okay, big factor in the weight loss as well. Don't go for stupidly high weight losses each week. Okay, 5-10 pound weight losses over the course of the weeks that you're looking to do are not healthy. Okay, I would recommend generally spending anywhere between 4 to 12 weeks on a particular phase. So if you're looking to lose weight or gain muscle, you want to spend that time doing that. Then you want a period where you're going to hold your weight at that particular thing and then carry on from there. Okay, that is massively important. And again, it's another subject I will bring up in the future. Okay, guys, thank you very much for that. That is Finish Awesome Friday for this week, done and dusted. If you've got any questions, then send them off to me at Kevin at u-peakperformance.co.uk. On the Facebook page as well, you can ask questions and get information out there to myself, or you catch me on Twitter, on Instagram as well. Any questions you have on this subject or anything that I raise, obviously just give me a call and I will answer it as best I can for you guys. All right, I want to make sure the information gets out to you guys as much as possible, and if you don't quite understand what I'm talking about, or if you need a bit more explanation or want to learn how to do these things more effectively in your lifestyle, then obviously that's what I'm here for. Okay, thanks very much for listening. Hopefully you're still awake at this stage. I will see you guys next week for Movement Monday, and obviously Finish Awesome Friday next week as well. Have a great weekend. I hope you had a great week. Just be awesome. I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.